Hey guys, Casey here. Welcome back to Lions Den Investments and Reviews. Today's video, big news coming out. I'm going to talk about the XRP lawsuit with SEC and what's going on there. A lot of developments coming out right now, and it's it's actually really hard to keep up with. But before we get into that, I want to show you a cover here, a cover picture of the Economist magazine because it kind of ties into this whole lawsuit with XRP. Okay, and I'll explain here as we get into the video why I'm saying this and why I think this. So if you look at the Economist magazine, 2018 cover. Here you've got the rising phoenix, right? Now what is this right around the neck of the phoenix? It looks like, does that look like a digital token? I think so. It looks like a digital token to me. Digital currency, world reserve currency, one world currency, whatever you want to call it. What's below it? You've got all the fiat currencies, right? U.S. dollars, the Japanese currency, the digital yuan, or not the digital yuan, but the Chinese yuan. You got all these currencies just evaporating, going into flames underneath the rising phoenix. All right, and then what emerges? A one world currency, which I believe is digital. I've been saying this for a year and a half, 2 years. Now they're telegraphing something to you here. Okay, this is 2018. Keep that in mind. We're now at the end of 2020. What is taking place right now? Oh, gee, wouldn't you know? XRP, the third largest cryptocurrency on planet Earth, is being sued by the SEC as we speak because they feel like XRP, for some reason, the currency, the XRP digital token, is a security. Guys, I have news for you. Okay? Look into the Howey test. The Howey test, which was a court case that took place back in the 30s. All right, just go out and Google Howey test. Start researching it, and you'll find out what the Howey test was about. Because here, pretty soon, if this lawsuit from the SEC goes to court, you're not going to have a Howey test. You're going to have the Ripple test. All right, and what this is doing is basically at this point we're going to get clarification on not just Ripple, but for the entire crypto market as to what a security is actually uh, deemed a security when it comes to blockchain and cryptocurrency. This is huge news. Is it good? I think so, like long term. And the reason why I say that is because the U.S., okay, and this pisses me off beyond recognition, okay, makes me so goddamn mad. Um, the SEC wants to stifle innovation in cryptocurrencies, and the SEC is just one U.S. entity, okay? It's part of the government. Now, Brad Garlinghouse here, CEO of Ripple, came out on Twitter and just said Ripple has spent 8 years working tirelessly to build an incredible company transforming global payments. Our mission doesn't stop. Here's what I sent to employees yesterday. Our lawyer's reaction to today's SEC filing. Um, he goes on in the article here. The SEC attack on crypto in the United States. And what they're doing is they're trying to stifle innovation. The reason why is because the U.S. has been lagging uh, behind global countries for the last 4 years on blockchain development. Now, why is that? Because you got this entity called the SEC who thinks they can just go in and create lawsuits out of nothing just because they feel like they can do whatever the hell they want. Okay? Guys, the SEC is a group of people who are supposed to regulate, right? So they create the laws and set laws in the financial realm for stocks, for companies and stuff like that. Now what they're saying here, okay, is, I'll read it for you here. Here's the note I sent to Ripple employees yesterday. We remain confident after reviewing the SEC's complaint today that we are on the right side of the law and history. Also, more reaction to today's filing from our lawyers. The SEC is completely wrong on the facts and law, and we are confident we will ultimately prevail before a neutral fact finder. XRP, the third largest virtual currency with billions of dollars in trading every day, is a currency like the SEC has deemed Bitcoin and Ether and is not an investment contract. This case bears no resemblance to the initial coin offering cases the SEC has previously brought and stretches the Howey standard beyond recognition, the Howey test. This complaint is wrong as a matter of law. Other major branches of the U.S. government, including the Justice Department and the Treasury Department's FinCEN, okay, that's your financial center, I guess. It's part of like the U.S. regulatory body along with the Treasury Department, have already determined that XRP is a currency. Okay, let me repeat that for you. The Treasury Department's FinCEN have already determined that the XRP is a currency, and also the U.S. Justice Department. Transactions in XRP thus fall outside the scope of the federal securities law. This is not the first time the SEC has tried to go beyond its statutory authority. Like I said, man, the SEC is a bunch of criminals. Okay, these guys want their. Here's the problem. The SEC is part of the global elite, along with the global bankers, the G20 Summit, IMF, the World Banks, and they want their piece of the pie. Now, you've got a lot of retail investors who got in before this ever became as big as it is. So what are they trying to do? They want their discount. What better way, okay? And this is just pure speculation at this point, just on my behalf because this is what I'm thinking. But what better way than to go to Brad, right? Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple, and tell him, go along with the narrative. We want our discount. Because if we check XRP, where was XRP just, 3-4 weeks ago? We were up at all-time, not all-time new highs, but all-time highs for the year of 2020. And we were sitting at 60, 70, 80 cents. And what happened? Brad Garlinghouse and some of the higher-ups in XRP decided to dump their share of XRP at the very top. Now, why do you think that is? Let me tell you what my thoughts are. I think Brad Garlinghouse and the rest of these guys were told ahead of time, hey, the SEC is going to sue you for $1.3 billion in sales of XRP tokens due to your ICO. And, that's that. So they're thinking, okay, well, we need some money because we're going to go fight this in court. So what better way to do that than to sell at the very top? All I'm saying, guys, timing is impeccable, okay? Now, if you really get down to the nitty-gritty here, what is this case about? It's about the U.S. regulations on the entire crypto market. It's not just about XRP. Let me go further. XRP, so the lawsuit from the SEC, and what they're stating is that the SEC is filing the lawsuit against XRP because XRP is deemed a security. Well, okay, Ripple Labs, which is the company that produces the token XRP, is completely separate from XRP, okay? Ripple Labs is a company and they have shares on the US stock exchanges, all right, that you can invest in. That is a security. What XRP is a derivative, okay, or a currency, call it whatever you want, digital asset on a global market, and it was created within the firm, okay? It was created inside Ripple Labs. So, if you're going to sue XRP, or you're going to sue Ripple, and then claim XRP as a security, which would be basically shares of a company, if you're going to do that, then you might as well go ahead and sue oil, okay? Because oil, what is oil? Oil is produced within the firm, within the company of, say, companies like ExxonMobil, uh, BP, all right, Shell. All these companies produce oil. What is oil? Oil is a commodity, all right? Same concept. The only difference is your company here is Ripple. The commodity in this case would be XRP, and XRP is on a global market. So can Ripple um, benefit from production of XRP? Well, yeah, of course. They can manipulate the price a little bit. They have control over reserves, but they cannot control the supply and demand on a global market. I mean, it honestly, just like I said, go look at the Howey test and research the case of the Howey test, because I think you're going to see something called the Ripple test here soon, or the Ripple effect, so to speak. And we'll see where things go. But guys, one thing I'm not hearing from a lot of people right now is if you own XRP and you have it on an exchange, this is why we talk about private wallets. You need to get your XRP off of the wallets or off the exchanges right now and into your own private possession, okay? Sit this out on the sidelines if you haven't sold yet, because what they're doing is a what I would call, a big bankers or big boys club type move, where they're shaking out all the retail investors. They're going to buy it up for themselves for pennies on the dollar. You're probably going to see a settlement before this even gets to court, would be my guess. And off we go with Ripple. And, going into January, February, March, on into the future, you're going to see XRP just skyrocket in price, because what is it? If you look at the utility and use case for XRP, guys, it's solid. I mean, yeah, it might be centralized in nature, but it solves a global problem for cross-border payments, okay? It bridges the gap between one country sending money over to another country and being able to convert that currency to another instantly and settled at the same time. It's the only technology that does that. The only other one that comes close is R3 Corda network, which is another blockchain technology, but it just offers instant payment. Okay, it does not do the settlement at the same time. XRP does that. Not to mention, here's another thing to ask yourself. If Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple, if he is such a, evil human being, right, and so corrupt, and he's rubbing shoulders with these global bankers and the G20 summit, the IMF, the World Banks, why on earth would they have meetings and have called meetings with him and worked with him for the last 7 or 8 years if they knew all along that this guy was basically a scam to the entire world? It makes no sense, especially when you have hundreds upon hundreds of billions of dollars, probably even trillions of dollars at this point, either in the market or sitting on the sideline ready to buy and get in to this market. Why would people, why would they even allow that? Well, here's the answer. They wouldn't. Because, again, like I said, you got to understand, the big boys club, the big boys club, these big players, these global bankers, they're part of a small group of people, okay? I mean, it's a big club, but we're not in it. And I believe that the XRP network ledger is for the big boys, okay? They don't want you in it. So what are they going to do? They're going to try to weed you out. And that all goes back to this new financial system that I was talking about from the very beginning of the video with The Economist magazine, where they're going to destroy all currencies and come up with a global digital currency. Because I don't think XRP is the world reserve currency. I honestly don't believe it is. I believe what they're going to do is take the XRP ledger, use that network integrated with R3 Corda, and they're going to allow their own digital currencies from other from other countries all around the world to make cross-border payments, and they're going to use the XRP Ledger network to bridge that gap so they can do the settlements and instant transactions online through the internet. Okay, we are at a very pivotal moment in time. Can't believe it's come to this, but it has here in the U.S. anyways. And here's another thing, guys. The rest of the world doesn't care. They don't care about this case with Ripple. You know, Brad Garlinghouse said it himself. He said that the company Ripple could go under tomorrow, could go bankrupt. XRP will still be around. Okay? Cat's out of the bag. Genie's out of the bottle. You can't put it back in because it's out there for the world. All right? And what they're trying to do here in the U.S., unfortunately, is stifle innovation and keep companies here in the U.S. They want to try to control this and keep it for themselves. This is you got to think like a global banker when it comes to a court case like this, because everything's on the line. And it's mind-boggling, really. It leaves you speechless because we're here. It's back to what I was just saying. We are here. They telegraphed this 2 years ago for you. And do I think XRP is this token around the phoenix's neck? No. But I do believe that it has something to do with the underlying asset or the underlying network that bridges the gap in global payment systems for whatever global currency or country's token rides on that network. Okay, so anyways, those are my thoughts on what's developing right now with the XRP token. Look, guys, right now the price of XRP is at 22 cents. I told you in a previous video we had support at 30 cents. We had support at 37. If we broke through those two layers, we could go down further. We got another support here that we just hit. Next support level after that is 10 cents. At this point, I would honestly say go ahead and just crash the price of XRP down to 1 penny. Go ahead, because people like me are not selling. If you guys are listening to this, be smart. Realize what they're doing here, okay? Most of this selling is coming from retail investors, and all they're doing is they're buying it hook, line, sinker. What do these guys always do? What have they gotten away with for the past 100 years? Problem, reaction, solution. Okay? Use your head. Think. And with that, that's all I'm going to say. Take care, and I will talk to you guys here soon.